I guess today is all about waiting. We're going to learn some patience today, one way or another. Good morning, folks, and happy Tuesday. So we may have to skip morning practice because we got to run our grandfather to the doctor, VA, whatever you want to call it. And it's across the state. So wish us luck. And wish us luck that we make it through this because we did not get adequate sleep at all. Yay. And we made it, folks. Wish us luck. There's like 500,000 people here for it to be the butt-ass crack of dawn. And we are finally out of here, folks. And like I expected, we are not going to be able to make it to morning practice. But I get the rest of the ride home to make jokes about him getting deep-throated this morning. But let's see if we can find him something to eat. I just made a record fast timing getting across the state of Georgia. I totally just drove this F-250 like it was a Formula One car, but hey, he got the job done, folks. He decided that he didn't want to go get dinner or lunch or breakfast. He didn't want to go get food. So I'm hungry, I'm caffeine deprived, and I need to go get a lift in. Let's see if we can find something to eat. Well, we have decided that there's nothing good at the house, so we're going to go find something to eat. I'm feeling a little bit of everything. I got a lot of cravings going on. I got a little bit of a caffeine headache, a little bit of a sleep deprivation headache, a little bit of someone was trying to tell me how to drive, and he's been under anesthesia, so you can't really tell me how to drive. But let's go find some grub. I guess since we're in town, folks, we might as well, go fix our glizzy craving. Go hit the best hot dog stand in the county. I want to say in the state of Georgia. Just in the county. No matter how many times I tell JB to stop locking the door by the door and pressing the button, she just locked her keys in the car. At least the lunch tasted good, though. Alrighty, we are back on the road, and luckily the spare key was no longer in the trunk because for some reason that's where JB keeps her spare key. She just happened to take it out this weekend for the graduation and handed it to me, so it was sitting on the bathroom counter, so we had to get someone to bring that to us. Thank you to the ones who came out and kicked it in the live because we had nothing else to freaking do. But we need to get home because while the hot dogs were great, it being the first thing in our tummy is probably not the best idea. So let's get home and find some freaking caffeine because I'm still about to pass out. And we are finally home, folks. I guess I'm going to go inside and rest up a bit. And then we're going to go back out and knock out our lift on the way to practice because, well, I don't feel like getting here, changing, going back out, then coming back here, and then changing, and then going back. It would just be easier to go from our lift to practice. So, I guess that's what we're going to do. This has been a very boring freaking day. A whole bunch of sitting and a whole bunch of sitting. Well, good thing we took that nap, but I could have totally slept until tomorrow. But we have goals to reach and things to do, and we can't be a baby and just lay in bed all day, even though we're tired. So, let's go knock out this lift and then go get better today than we were yesterday. Well, folks, I guess I will not be going to lift today. Hell, I may not even be going to practice today. Damn, my baby. My shitty little Scion. Well, just a little bit more waiting today, folks. I guess today is all about waiting. We're going to learn some patience today, one way or another. An hour later, and the officer is finally freaking here. Let's get out and talk to him. Alrighty, folks, 2 hours later, and we are finally out of here. I don't know how this happened, so if you, actually I do, I don't, honestly. I mean, how dumb is one person? Okay, so you see this little intersection right here? Buddy got into the wrong lane, and then I don't know why, but he tried to correct himself. I don't know why he just didn't put the shit in reverse and back up right here. It's maybe 10 feet away. I mean, you could see it, look right there, 10 feet away. He could have put it in reverse. No one can go the way that he was wanting to go anyways. So I'm in this lane right here trying to turn left to get onto the road so I can get to the interstate and get to the freaking gym. And he creamed the living shit out of me. I tried to swerve to go around him. That was not happening. And yeah, 2 hours later, and well, we've got an accident report and a headache, and we've our latest shit to practice. The thing that really takes me off is I was gonna be on time, but it is what it is. I mean, he hit the shit out of me. I mean, turned on my light, knocked my mirror over. I mean, he smacked the shit out of me, but it is what it is. At least the only quote-unquote injury I have is a freaking headache. But with being an MMA fighter, we all know that that's probably the worst injury that I could have gotten, is my head hurting. But it is what it is. We got shit we got to do. We got to go get better today than we were yesterday. I'm trying not to let it bring me down, not show the anger on my face and the agitation, but stupidity is one thing that like really just pisses me off. You're in the wrong lane, bro. Just put the shit in reverse. You've already fucked up enough. Just put it in reverse. Put it in freaking reverse, Terry, and get back into the parking lot and try it again. But nope. Instead, you slam into me with your vehicle. Oh, freaking stupidity, folks. But let's go get better today than we were yesterday. I ain't gonna miss an opportunity to get better. Hails to the no, we are not. So just wish us luck that this Atlanta traffic is not straight to hell, which it looks like it is. I apologize, coach. I was gonna be on time. Fuckers just hit me with their vehicle. Damn. Oh well. Oh freaking well. Well, folks, we have made it to the gym, or at least we're pulling into the gym. A big bummer as I've started to drive and get closer to the gym and get further. The more I use my brain, the more I realize that I have a C word. When I was in 3rd grade, I fell off a boat and I was knocked out clean in the water, floating, lifeless. It was probably the worst concussion you could get. It was a stage 3 concussion in 3rd grade, and my head hasn't hurt this bad since then, and I just can't explain it, folks. I'm trying to stay positive minded. This isn't the end of my career, but I mean, I don't think that a concussion would do it, but I mean, it's probably the worst injury you can get as a fighter is a concussion. And it's terrifying because my head literally hasn't hurt this bad. It hasn't hurt this bad to think, hasn't hurt this bad to do things. Like this bump that I just went over, that hurt like hell. So I guess we are going to, I don't want to have to go to the doctor, but my mom told me I need to go get a CT scan and find out how bad the C word really is. Needless to say, I guess we're going to get in here and move a little bit, see if maybe it's just stress that's causing my head to hurt so bad. And we're going to be smart. We won't do any contact. The contact we do will be some light drilling and some jits. It is what it is. Shit happens in life, but this is the definition of being a fighter. We go get the shit done we have to do. Well, this is what I want to do today. I mean, I want to say even when we don't want to, but this is exactly what we want to do. I guess the definition of being a fighter is the shit that I don't want to go do is go stop by the trauma hospital, but I guess I'm gonna probably have to. We're probably gonna have to go get a CT scan tonight, but we'll do that after practice when my head's a little bit more clear, because right now all I can think is this is the end. And it's not the end, folks, it's not, but my head is throbbing, like literally throbbing. So let's go get a little bit of movement in and see how that helps. My freaking car, every time I look at it I just want to cry. Well folks, after further review, all the coaches and everyone have sent me home, so I guess I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat and then head to go get this CT scan. I'm kind of pissed off. I want to work out, I want to do my thing, but we cannot. That we guess it's a marathon. It's a marathon, not a sprint, folks. That's what this is. Well, we made it to the hospital, folks, and I guess the whole full moon thing with the hospital being full is a real thing. I totally thought JB was BSing me, but when I pulled in, I looked up and it was a full freaking moon. Full moon. I was like, JB, it's a full moon. And she goes, shit. And we pull into the parking deck and it's completely full. Like, we're gonna be here all night. Well, folks, about 3 hours later, and we are finally to the back. Let's hope that this process goes quick. They can get me in the scanner and out of the scanner. Find out how brain dead we really are. This shit is taking forever. Just let me know if I have a brain bleed or not, and let me go home. So I've came to the conclusion that I'm going home because at the end of the day, if it's a brain bleed, what are they gonna do? Cauterize my brain? You're not cutting my head open. Definitely don't think that's what they do. Actually, I know that's not what they do. They're just gonna tell me to rest. It's just a bad concussion. So we're trying to
I'm gonna check with the doctor.
Trying to get with the doctor to see if it's really necessary to even get a CT scan. Because my girlfriend, my fiance, is a nurse. She can monitor me if I get any worse. Get worse. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It's not like I haven't had a C word before. But I'm ready to go home. I wish I wasn't such a cordial person. I wish I was still old Brian. They convinced me to stay. So CT scan complete, and now it's just one more waiting game. Let them read the CT scan, and then we can finally go home. I'm freaking hungry again. I've been hungry. I haven't not been hungry. And I'm thirsty, and they said I couldn't drink until I got the CT scan. So I'm gonna go find something to drink. Like, parched as can be. And I just dehydrated myself last week. Yay. On the bright side, we had enough downtime to plan the whole entire wedding. I'm really excited. Let's just put it that way. So, one of our first real vacations together was to Savannah, and I think we're gonna get married on the boat in Savannah. I think that would be a flippin' blast. Good news, folks. No brain bleed, and we can finally go get something to eat. But I think we witnessed one of the saddest things ever, and I guess the only thing we can really do is pray. We tried to make her smile a little bit, but it's all we could really do. When people genuinely get trapped in violent relationships and they don't know anything else except to run back to that relationship. There was a lady whose face was pretty beat up and she was bleeding pretty bad. And when the officers got there, she was crying and telling them not to go get them. And it just breaks my heart because she was a pretty girl. She definitely deserves something better than that. I just hope that justice is served to him and that she's able to find the peace that she's looking for that's not in that piece of shit. I know I shouldn't wish harm upon anyone, but it's hard not to when you hurt people. It takes a very weak man to do that. Let's just put it that way. But let's go find something to eat, folks. The doctor definitely said that we have a concussion, but we don't have a brain bleed, so that's good to know. But yeah, I hate the hospital. I'll probably never go back to the hospital if I can avoid it. I don't even like to go to the doctor. Hell, I ain't even been to the doctor in like 5 years. So yeah, this is why, because we got here at 8:30 and we're leaving at 2:30, all for them to tell me I need some sleep. Well, no shit, I could have told you that one. Well, now that we're finally on the way home, I figured I would go ahead and end the freaking day, folks, before something else crazy happens. Folks, one thing I've learned in my life, when it rains, it freaking pours. When one bad thing happens, 1,000 bad things happen, and you just gotta have patience. You just gotta take your licks and go on with your freaking day, because what else can you do? Boo-hoo and cry over it? No. It sucks that we had to, well, it doesn't suck that we had to take our grandfather. I love spending time with him, but it sucks that, well, we had to spend our whole day there, and then we drove his tank of a truck, and we bumped the side of the parking garage coming out, and then JB, when we get home, locks her keys in the car at the restaurant, and then when we get up to go to practice, we get freaking T-boned, and then when we get to practice, the coach tells us we can't practice because we have a concussion. Then we go to the hospital because coach told us to go to the hospital, and they make me sit there all day to get a CT scan, in which I told them I probably don't have a brain bleed, but it is what it is. When it rains, it pours, folks, and you just got to remember, keep your head down, bite down on the mouthpiece, and keep freaking going, because at the end of the day, the good Lord has plans. We don't know what the plans are, but he has freaking plans, folks. I know he does. I know he does. And I know his plan is greater than my plan, because my plan was to go to practice today. I don't know what his plan is. Right now, I'm not really liking it, because now I'm off for a few days. But it is what it is. I guess that means we can kick it a bit if my brain's feeling alright to play some games tomorrow. If not, then I guess I'm gonna lay in bed all day and sleep and sulk. I probably won't sulk, but sleep as long as we can. But folks, we're almost home, or almost gonna get off the interstate, find somewhere to eat, and call it a freaking night. Folks, keep your head high. Keep your head high. Things will eventually go your way as long as you keep grinding and doing the things that you gotta do. Praising the good Lord. Praising the good Lord, folks. Praise him in the storm. Good night, folks, and BillyGoat freaking loves you.